Emily McGath was an American Geechee Gula community leader, chef, and author who co-wrote Gula Geechee home cooking recipes from matriarch of Edisto Island in 2022. She lived on Edisto Island near Charleston, South Carolina, and preserved the Gula culture and cuisine of her ancestors. She died on April 21 at the age of 90. The cause of her death was not disclosed, but she has been suffering from Alzheimer's disease for several years. She died at her home on Edisto Island, where she was born and raised. She was married to Isaiah McGath and had 7 children, including Laverne and Kelly. She also worked as a cook and home helper for wealthy white families who visited Edisto Island, as well as secretary at a community center. Kate Saunders was an English writer, actress, and journalist. She won the Betty Trask Award and Costa Children's Book Award and was twice shortlisted for the Carnegie Medal. She wrote novels for adults and children such as Five Children on the Western Front and The Secrets of Wise Tide. She died on April 21 at the age of 62. The cause of her death was cancer, which she had been diagnosed with in 2020. She died at her home in London, England. She was married to Philip Wells, an actor and poet from 1985 to 1999. They had a son, Felix, who died by suicide in 2012 at the age of 19. She also had multiple sclerosis, which she was diagnosed with in 1993. She was a regular contributor to radio and television and a judge for several literary prizes. She was considered a versatile and talented writer and critic by her peers and her fans. Mark Stewart was an English singer and a founding member of the pop group, a band that fused post-punk, funk, reggae, and industrial music. He also had a solo career and collaborated with artists such as Tranter, Tricky, and Massive Attack. He died on April 21 at the age of 62. The cause of his death was not disclosed, but he had been suffering from health problems for several years. He died in London, England, where he was born and lived. Stewart was born on 10 August 1960 in Bristol, England. He formed the pop group with his friends when he was 17, inspired by Clash and the funk and reggae scenes in Bristol. The band was known for its political and experimental music with songs like We Are All Prostitutes, She Is Beyond Good and Evil, and Forces of Oppression. The pop group disbanded in 1981 but reunited in 2010 and released 3 more albums. He was influential on genres like industrial, hip-hop, and trip-hop. He was described as an original, fearless, sensitive artist and funny man by his record label. He never married or had children, but he had many friends and fans who mourned his death on social media. John Tranter was an Australian poet, publisher, and editor. He published more than 20 books of poetry and founded the internet quarterly literary magazine Jacket. He won several literary awards and was a pioneer of experimental and innovative poetry. He died on April 21, 2023 at the age of 79. The cause of his death was not disclosed, but he had been suffering from health problems for several years. He died in Sydney, Australia, where he lived most of his life. He was married to Lynn, a literary agent, and had 2 children, Kristen and Leon. He also worked as a radio producer and a poetry editor for various media outlets. He was a regular contributor to radio and television and a judge for several literary prizes. He was considered a versatile and influential poet and critic by his peers and fans.